You are listening to You've Got 5 Options show,
where every week Marta and Anna abandon their 5 children, 2 partners, and 1 cat to make a show especially for you.
An artist, a challenge, a bullshit, a wisdom, and a surprise. Tune in and feel the magic of 5.
Hello everyone, this is Marta.
And this is Anna.
And this is You've Got 5 Options show.
And welcome everyone to the season premiere. We are officially starting season 5 of You've Got 5 Options.
I was really sure you were going to say to season finale.
Yeah, I almost said that, but then I realized not there yet, Anna. You are not there yet. So it's a season premiere, guys. And if you are our regular listener, to which we encourage you to become, then you might have heard a very weird latest episode recorded from my bedroom, where we were explaining you guys our journey with You've Got 5 Options, and that we actually even considered maybe quitting or maybe not. And there were a lot of weird shenanigans. So if you are interested, come back to the previous episode, episode 145, that has only 20 minutes. That's not a mistake. That's how long it was. And you will know a little bit more about the background. But now we are at the premiere. So it means we decided to continue. Not only we decided to continue, we decided to change quite a lot of things. Yeah. Marta, you look like you don't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like,
no, I was considering to adding some, things like, yes, Anna has decided to fire me.
Yeah, you just added that, you know that, right? No, I'm not firing anyone because I don't have that power. You, Marta, could fire me as well.
Fire up
or fire me up, which you do sometimes. So guys, what will change in this? What can you expect in this season? What will change? First of all, I think we were thinking. I know my English is devastating. We've done some thinking where basically we were thinking. And we have decided that this season we want to engage our listeners as much as we can, because previous episodes, previous seasons, sometimes they were more based in our own talking. Now we actually want you to talk and participate in the episodes as much as it's possible. So feel free to do that, and I will tell you how you can do it. First of all, we have posted on a Facebook group, Musicians in Aarhus, that we are looking for musicians who would like their songs to be played on the radio. And so far we got quite a lot of amazing songs. And today we will play one of the artists that have wrote to us. I will explain you that later. That's number 1. Number 2, we are coming back to challenges, solving challenges. Right, Marta?
Yes, and we do have some challenges when solving challenges.
We have also challenges when solving challenges. For all of you who don't know, You've Got 5 Options started as a podcast recorded in a bedroom where we were collecting challenges and problems of anonymous people and solving them in a form of podcast with 5 different solutions to choose from. I know how it sounds, but we do not thrive on people's misery. We just wanted to help. So this season, we would like you to send us your challenges because we love to help you. And we already got 3 challenges. I think since we published that, come on guys, send us some. So we would like to help you. Right, Marta? We want to help.
Yes, and those of you who are actually our listeners, you might be thinking, hey, but you've been solving challenges all last season as well. You have a section that is called Challenge of the Week. And yes, that's true. And now we would also like to deep dive into those challenges so that it's more than just 10 minutes or 15 minutes, but we want to have full episodes dedicated to just solving the challenges.
Yes, that is correct. And the third thing is that we would like you guys to help us with co-creation of a content for this show. That's why on our website you can find a poll, yes, not a pool. You can also find Paul McCartney in a pool because that is attached as well. So there is a pool, Paul and Paul McCartney. And we have a short survey. It's a multiple choice thingy. You just click things that interest you and submit, and we get it on our end. And there are a couple of topics that we selected because those are, for instance, our most listened episodes ever. So we assume that this is what people truly enjoyed. So if you want to have some sort of an impact on what we talk about here in this radio, please go on the 5options.com and fill in the survey. You really just have to make click, click, click. I think that was a fantastic sound effect.
Yes, fantastic sound effect. And in case you don't want to just do click, 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 but you also want to do like click, 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 you can you can add you can add your own topic if it was not on the list.
Yes, exactly. So this is how we want to involve you guys. We want to hear your voices, singing voices, problematic voices, voices talking about problems, and your opinions. So this show is for you. And it's a local show with a global reach because, ironically, our biggest audience is in United States of America for some mysterious reason. And Marta, no, your husband's family cannot account for all the listens we get there. I think they are a big percentage, but it's too many listens from United States to say that it's Juan's family.
Well, the family is big, though.
It's big. It is big.
So.
But yeah. So a local show with global impact. The other thing that we are planning to do, guys, is to redesign our website. We will have actually a photographer coming. She's already here. Who will take new photos of us that will show you exactly how we look like again, and will show a little bit of our studio. And I'm planning to redesign our website a little bit so it's user-friendly and you can find all the things straight away when you enter. So please visit our website, the5options.com, somewhere in the beginning of February, and you will see new stuff.
Yes, when you were saying that we are redesigning the website, I was thinking, yeah, I do have a really big contribution to
Yes, you say yes or no, Marta.
Yeah,
That's a big contribution.
I say yes most of the time. Yeah. Well, I will participate in the photo shoot. So if that's a part of redesigning website, then yes, then I'm a big part of it too.
You are a decision maker, and that's very important. Coming back to new redesigning and rebranding, we will also have a new intro. It's actually same intro, but with a new musical arrangement that will be provided by Dave from Supermoon Music Studio, aka the father of my child. And he is now preparing an awesome, cool remix of our with a lot of cool instruments and effects, so you will be able to hear that too. And the last but not least, we are not continuing only with the You've Got 5 Options show as it is. So you are used to listening to Artist, Challenge, Wisdom, Bullshit, and From the Left Field, our 5 segments. We will keep those episodes because they are groovy. But we will also have, as Marta mentioned, episode dedicated only to challenges from our audience. We will also have episodes that will be called The Remake, because now everything has to be remade again. And those will be the episode when we will take old topics from the most listened episodes and we will actually remake them and see if something has changed. And we also are planning to do 2.5 option.
Yes, we are planning. And now those of you who are very smart and very good in mathematics can try to figure out what does it mean that there will be 2.5 options. That means no less, no more, but only 50% of us will be running the show. And 50% of 5 is 2.5.
Exactly. And that is because sometimes guys' life happened. So I am not here because of some reasons. Usually it's Dave playing a concert somewhere. Or Marta is not here because she's going to a spiritual retreat or any other type of retreat with Joe Dispenza or something. So then instead of skipping an episode or trying to break our necks to figure out how to record it together, we decided to actually give ourselves this freedom to sometimes do the episode on the topic that we truly like, all by ourselves, like Celine Dion.
Yes, that will be 2.5 options with Anna or 2.5 options with Marta.
Yes, so basically, guys, 5 different segments in 5 different you know what, just subscribe to our podcast or tune in every Friday at 2 o'clock to see what we came up with, and definitely visit our website, and I think you will not be disappointed. And if you will be disappointed, write back to us and we will buy you a beer.
Yes, that's true. That's a good offer.
Yeah.
Unless a million people writes to us, then we will have a problem. So for the first 100.
Yes, of disappointed people who visited our website, there is a free beer. I will not disclose the brand, but you can expect cheap option. And now we will jump very untraditionally to challenge of the week.
A very challenging challenge of the week.
So today we are solving a challenge, but it is the quick and dirty solution to a very, very serious challenge. And the reason why we do it quickly is because we actually managed to get an expert on the topic to record her advice for our listener. That's number 1. Number 2, the challenge is concerning job and job hunting and getting hired. And we just got a message today from the person that sent us the challenge that he actually got a job. So congratulations, Brandon. We are very happy for you, but we decided to still discuss your challenge briefly and also play a recording with the solution from our expert Grete, because maybe other people can use your situation as an inspiration and the solution to your challenge as an inspiration while trying to find a job. So Marta, you can actually take the wheel, just like Jesus in Carrie Underwood's song.
Yes, I will. And it is a big challenge for internationals anywhere in the world to get a job. So that's why we really, really want to do it, even though we are so happy for you that you have already got a job you wanted to get. So the challenge goes: finding a decent job here in Denmark with my background. PhD in astrophysics from a world top 20 university and 15 years of experience as a researcher. Currently work an entry-level programmer, barely able to pay my bills. I interview very well. I'm extrovert who has worked as a bartender and I speak fluent Danish. Is that Dave?
No.
Because he was a bartender and he's very extrovert. But he
I
doesn't
am pretty
speak,
sure he doesn't have a PhD in astrophysics yet.
and he doesn't speak fluent Danish yet, right?
No.
Okay, so that was, I'm not a very good detective. Okay. I've applied for over 100 jobs and have had maybe 15 interviews and experienced very mediocre former students of mine. I worked at Aarhus University for 4 years without experience getting chosen for jobs over me. The only 2 jobs I've gotten were not posted. I knew someone who knew someone.
Yeah, so basically we got this text, and of course, we could try to solve it because we have some experience, or we could try to ask an expert. An expert is also something that we will introduce this season. We will have local experts on the topics helping us with solving your challenges. And we asked Grete Eluri, who is a job consultant and a Danish job market expert, to record her answer to you, Brandon. So here it goes.
Hello. So my take on this question is there's many things in it. Many factors, I would say. I think in generally speaking, no matter what education you have, the challenge for the people often is that they can't transfer over their skills, so the employer doesn't understand what can they actually do. So also this person with the PhD in astrophysics, it's great, but if the person applies to a company and the employer can't read what can they do or how can they solve their problems, then it doesn't really matter what degree you have. Then another thing, the person says they speak fluent Danish. I was just wondering, what about the writing part? Maybe it's also needed in their job. I don't know, depending on what they're looking for. Another thing is, how to say, the whole being extrovert and good at interviews. There's nothing wrong with being an extrovert, but as I've experienced a lot and spoke to many recruiters as well, there are so many factors and also small things that go into interviewing. So even the person, being an introvert and everything went well, you never know what ticked them off or what was a turn off for the employer maybe during the interview session. It might be actually that your personality don't fit with the rest of the team. Unless you've asked that or they've told you that, directly, you don't know. So I always recommend people to ask for concrete and precise feedback after you've been to a face-to-face interview to know what can you do better next time. And again, the whole, I would just say, the thing with education and having experience, the Danish employers want to see what can you bring to the table. It has to be very clear. Yes, a lot of the jobs are taken or gotten through network. They say between 50 to 70%, depending on the industry. So you have to know people and people have to know you. So I would say, be clear on what you can do. And again, if the person applied for well over 100 jobs, I don't know what is the time period here, but still got to 15 interviews. That's very good. But 100 jobs to me it also signals that maybe the person doesn't know what they want or they weren't specific enough. And then it's easier to get not chosen even for an interview. Because it signals that if you're applying for completely different jobs, also when an employer reads your CV, it might signal that you don't know what you want. Also, if they're looking at your education, and if they can't make the correlations or find the similarities, then you might be out. So just be very clear on what you can do. Both have your hard skills covered, but also soft skills. That would be my best advice. Thanks. Bye.
So as Brandon actually found a job, I wonder how useful he find this advice. That's number one. Because in a summary, I believe Greta said, you have to be specific in your CV and it has to be crafted for the position. You should build your network because 50 to 70% of jobs are gotten through network in Denmark. Another thing is you may not fit for some reasons that are not obvious for you to the company. So always ask for a feedback from an interviewer. And she also mentioned that you should show through your CV or cover letter or conversation, what can you actually do in that company? How can you contribute beyond things like education that is stated in your CV? So those are very, very good advices advice because
Pieces of
it's
advice.
pieces of advice. And Brandon, we are looking forward to hear from you if any of these things that you just heard you actually applied beforehand, because maybe telepathically we send you a guidance before we actually started to talk about this on air. And what do you think about that? So yeah, I think that's pretty much all, and we will skip to Artist of the Week.
Superman Music brings to you Artist of the Week.
So guys, I have mentioned already that I have posted something on Musicians in Aarhus, where we asked musicians to send us the songs that they are recording, because we would love to feature more local singers, bands and songwriters here on the radio. And within the first day we got, I think, 12 songs. And the songs are sent first to Dave, that is evaluating the quality, mainly the radio quality, because it has to be a clip of a high quality to play on the radio. And he's making all the arrangements, so he's our gatekeeper. And the very first person who sent us the song was Joachim Lücke. And I will just read a tiny bit about Joachim, and then I will actually call him and ask him some questions. And I hope Marta will help me. And if not, she will support me mentally. So Joachim is wild but also fragile 40-year-old with lots of musical experience. He sees himself as a performer, frontman and singer, and has more than 300 live gigs behind him, with all the insight and experience it provides. He sings but also plays the guitar and writes his own songs. The influences are bands like Counting Crows, Matchbox 20, R.E.M. and Kashmir, all of whom to some extent are present in Joachim's songwriting. In November 2019, so very recently, Joachim has released the first single, Born Naked, from his upcoming debut album. We will hear that song later, but now guys, I will check how our equipment works, and I will actually call Joachim so he can tell us a little bit about himself. What do you think? Is it a good idea?
No.
Yes, we are calling him.
Just joking.
Yes, we are calling him.
Yeah, Joachim.
Yes, hello Joachim. This is Anna from You've Got 5 Options.
Hi, Anna.
Hi, it's great to have you here, and thank you very much for your song. I don't know if you... Oh, come on, it's a great song. And I don't know if you know, but you were the very first person that actually reached Dave with the song. So congratulations.
Yeah? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I saw the post as soon as you made it, and I just decided to write. Yeah.
Okay, but that was a very good call, and that was a very fast decision. And it was so fast that you actually are our very first artist that we are featuring this season, because today we have a season premiere. So congratulations on that. And I would like to ask you 3 short questions, because we don't have much time, because we also want to play the song that we are talking about. So I got your press release, and it's very interesting, I have to say, and I have to say very honest and authentic. And there was a sentence that the upcoming album itself should be seen as a status update of your own life and songwriting, and what your world looked like actually in 2019. So please tell me how your world looked like in 2019.
Okay, so first of all, the status update thing was kind of like me saying, I have this album and it contains 11 songs, and some of them are new, some of them are 15, 20 years old.
Really?
So, yeah. So,
okay.
Because I've been writing songs since I was like 15. So,
okay.
So this was kind of me saying, this is how far I've come. This is me now, because this is my solo debut. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And so what status update are you hoping for 2020?
Oh, I'm hoping when I get to November again that I can say that I've played a lot of concerts, and I've released my album, and hopefully it's gotten great reviews and and great responses from people listening to it. So yeah.
Well, definitely we wish you that. But currently you are actually on a tour, right?
Yeah.
And the tour is called, and I will try with my very poor Danish, Stuekoncerten. So it's like living room concerts.
Yeah.
Is that a good translation? And
Yeah,
you have
yeah, it is.
15 concerts, and you play intimate solo concerts in people's living room.
Yeah.
Okay, I have never heard about something like this. Sounds
Okay.
pretty scary. Please tell me, how did you came up with this idea and what is all about?
Okay, so I've been watching other artists as you do when you're to decide how to do your own thing,
Yeah.
and I've seen more and more artists do this, uh, come into people's home and play intimate shows for them, and I just decided to let people book me for their living room, and it is scary. It is.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it is so intimate. I remember the first concert I did was January 1st, and I came to some people I never met. They went into their living room. I had all my guitar bags and all my gear with me, and I didn't want to talk too much with them. I just wanted to play music, you know. So I just kept my head down. There was like 25 people in the living room. I just kept my head down, set up my gear, and just played. And it was scary because they were all looking at me like, "What is he doing with all that gear?" And I hope he's not gonna mess up our living room. And that's what you think, right? So yeah, it's scary, and it's very. It's very intimate, and
Yeah.
there's no way I can, I don't know, bullshit my way out of it. They see me all
Yeah.
the way through, right? Because it's
I
so
have to
intimate.
say that the idea is very unique in my opinion because I have never experienced anything like this, and I think it is quite scary because you also don't know who those people are, Joachim. So let's just there might be some weird people there.
Sure.
But so far you have played couple of concerts and you are touring until March, the end of March, and I believe people can still book you, right?
Yeah, they can.
Okay, so we will include in the show notes of this episode all the contact info, and we will also put it on our website so people who are listening to this interview can take a look and actually can book you. Unfortunately, we are running out of time. I had one more question, but we will have to jump to the song. But Joachim, congratulations with your single and with your tour. Sounds great, and I know that we can also support you with your album release because you are funding now money for releasing your album in a physical form, both the vinyl and CD. So we will definitely make sure that all this information is on our website. And now we will actually play Born Naked on the radio. So are you ready?
I'm ready. Thank you.
Thank you very much and enjoy your own song. Bye-bye.
Bye.